All right. So like I said, tonight we are going to talk about the coach sneak peek that we will be doing Wednesday night. It will start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. Hi. So that, I was just telling them the time. We haven't talked about anything yet.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was on the diamond call.
That's okay. We'll start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So for those of you who've never done a sneak peek, some of you may have been in them before. And this one is just going to be like a one-time thing, like get in at this time. If you can't be in at this time, you can do the next one. But we want it to be like one night where everybody comes together and is there together. But a sneak peek basically is just showing people what we do as coaches, giving them an opportunity to see what we do as a team, how we support each other, how we love each other, all the friendships that we get to build. It's just a really awesome opportunity for people to kind of get an idea of what it's like to be on this team, because our team, meaning our Peer Synergy team, and then obviously our smaller teams, Jen's team and my team, we have something very special in the way that we support each other and motivate each other and build friendships. And I think that that's really important to share with people, because I think that everybody could use a support system like that. So I really, really want that to be a big focus, to be able to show people a little bit of insight into that. So ideas, anybody have anything that they would like to see? Anything that you think that your specific people would like to know about, or things that we should cover?
Tina, what about you? You're a working mom. You could talk about working. Are we going to do this like the event sneak peek? Or is it going to be more, where we do videos and stuff like that we upload? Or is it going to be like
I want
like a 5-day that we just do in one night?
No, I want to do what we talked about, where it's just the one quick one where we just give them we give them a little bit of information, show them a little bit about what coaching's about, and then jump on that call.
Right.
At the end.
Okay.
So we'll jump on either a Zoom like this with anybody who wants to get on and ask questions.
At the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be like
the working mom angle, because a lot of people, or at least most of my people, are working parents, or or working women. Not necessarily, not all of them are parents, but still, and it's a fine balance. You really need to know how to schedule your business and life too. So,
are you taking notes? Are you putting this on a Google Doc or something?
I'm taking handwritten notes. I can type them into Google Drive.
All right. I was just checking.
So you think talking about time and how people manage their time and things like that. I think that's a good idea.
Right, because I'll tell you, I've found myself comparing myself to you guys who this is your full time. You have the opportunity to have this full time, and I feel like I don't do as much, or I have less productivity because I'm working 8 hours a day. So at least give that aspect too, that you can still have a successful business even if you're just putting in an hour or two a night, or whatever, so many hours a week.
Yeah, Carol mentioned that Shalene talked about. Was it Shalene that talked about the Power Pockets?
No, that was Julie Voris. When I was down at Shalene's conference, it was the Julie Voris call.
I think that's something, because I know a lot of people on here are either working or have like a bajillion things going on, or so that I think is really important when you were talking about the comparison thing, talking about how it's your business and you do with it what you want, whether that's using it for the accountability of the team or using it to build a business, like a full-time business, or doing part-time for extra vacation money, like whatever. I think that's important. And then talking about those power pockets, like working when you can, creating your own schedule, creating your own freedom, things.
Yeah. I wish we had somebody that was good on, like, I don't know. We have some people that are really good on Instagram or like Snapchat or something like that, and then they're over there, they can work their business from their phone. So like you could sit at home, at work and like quick throw up something on Snapchat or whatever. And it's a little bit easier, I think, probably than jumping
I
on.
do the same thing from Facebook though.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
all of
true.
mine's on Facebook, and I'll do like and I don't use the post planners as much because I haven't really mastered that from my phone. But I'll create a post and then do, how you can lock it to where it's only you, you know what I mean? Where only you can see it on someone. So I save whatever picture I'm going to do and I save the post. And then when it's time, then I can just go copy it from my phone, post it current, post the picture, and then it's there,
That's smart.
Okay, so here's my question for you guys. Tell me,
What do you want?
what your very favorite part of coaching is, or what drew you to the coaching opportunity, whether it be the discount, the support, the opportunity to create a business, like whatever it was for you. And what are your favorite parts about coaching? Because I think those are going to be topics that we need to talk about. Who wants to go first?
I will. Right up front. I'm sorry, Carol.
Totally fine.
Right up front for me, it was the support. Like it never even really occurred to me to actually make this a business. Right away, it was the added support from the coaching groups. And I try to sell that a lot whenever I'm selling challenge packs, that if they sign on as a coach, even if they don't create the business, the added support in the coach group. Of course, at the time, there was a lot more traffic in that coaches only support,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're about to start a coaches only challenge.
I saw that. So that would be a good time for them to see that. Because it was that in combination with, at the time, also people were really preaching the PD. And so that's when I was like, wow, these people really do care.
I agree. That was what drew me to it. That was actually why I started coaching, because I needed I needed friends. Like I needed because I just moved to a new city, and
exactly
they were all always hanging out together. They had the support online, and guys, the people, just connecting with people. Like, I don't know if you guys know how I met Christy. Christy's on, she's new, but she's another heart mom, and I get to be friends with her, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. But yes, I totally agree. All right, so support, coaching group, personal development. What else? I definitely think we should cover that new coaches only challenge.
Yes.
And
the fact that we have the coaches only support group, that you can get support from so many other coaches outside of just business support. So we have the two different groups. So you can get support. Not only are you going to get training, but you're going to get support as well from other people and other teams. And so you'll get other kinds of outside input. And then you get, for your business. And then you also have the coaches only support group where, that's like an ongoing place to really go in and land, especially if you're a coach that's really not working the business, but you want that support.
Yes, I agree.
For me, I had done, this is not my first network marketing thing, but it's the one I've stayed with the longest probably. And then I've actually work into a business. And so I actually was doing Young Living Oils. Literally, I canceled my Young Living Oils shipment so I could sign up for Shakeology. Like, I was like, okay, I'm going to switch. And so I still needed the extra income. And I knew that this was probably a better fit for me than Young Living was because of my transformation story. And people were coming to me all the time asking for help, and I couldn't help them because I had nothing to offer other than, well, I eat plants. Try that. Like I didn't know what else to say. And so now it's like, I can offer you this. I can put you in a challenge group. I can get you in a program. You can start exercising. You can drink this amazing drink. And, then I can make some money off of it. And then I'm not feeling weird and you're not feeling weird, although it sometimes feels weird. But anyway, so my worst, anyway, so that's why I was drawn to the business opportunity. I was drawn to my coach because she and I were both doing max 30. I mean, it was we just connected better, and she actually reached out to me, even though 3 different people commented on my question about Shakeology in the same group. She's the one that friended me. She's the one that had the conversation with me. I'm the one that asked about coaching because I knew it was a network marketing company, and I knew there was probably a discount. I'm like, tell me about the discount, because I know there's a discount. I had just come from Young Living knowing that, you can save money by joining as a distributor or whatever. I just didn't know it was called coaching, and I didn't know what all went into it. And then once I got into the challenge group, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. Now, I didn't do the clean eating part because I felt like I was better than that because I already knew clean eating. I was like, I already eat clean. But just the challenge part of it was really, really motivating. And then running my own challenge was just a whole new step. It was really, really fun because it's something I really enjoy doing, is teaching others about nutrition and all the things I've learned. So
I think we should definitely have a video on challenge groups, because I think that's a huge part of what we do and the value that we give. Because you said something that made me think about this. What separates Beachbody from a lot of other things is that we're coaches. We're not distributors. We're not whatever. We're coaches. Like, we're there for people, not products.
Right.
So I think that's something to cover too. Okay. I love that.
Tori, are we shooting to do like a post or a short video, like about what we're talking about now, like every hour to 2 hours before we do the big video at 9 p.m. your time, 6 p.m. my time?
No, I think we should do them every few minutes.
Oh,
we can alternate between posts, like physical word posts, and videos.
When do you want to start that
at 9?
Okay, and then we're doing a live chat after
7,
that.
6, depending on where you are. And then we'll do that for like an hour, and then we'll do a chat.
Okay.
Right?
That makes sense. Have you done one of those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the reason that I think it's really cool is because everybody's there at one time. They're watching, they're engaged, they're participating. Like my mom had an Usborne party like that. And the interaction she had, because everybody's on the page at one time. So they're feeding off of each other, they're talking to each other, they're asking questions, and they're getting all that information that we're giving them. Plus, we're not taking a bunch of their time. They don't feel the need to check in constantly. Like, it's happening now.
It's also hard for them to get distracted because you cannot Facebook scroll during these things. You're getting like 80,000 notifications all in an hour.
A couple of things.
We can always, like, if people weren't able to be on at that time, they can always go into the event and see, like, go back through the posts.
So here's my question. Are we doing this as an event or as a group?
I think we should. It's a good question. I don't know.
We talked about this, and I
think we decided group, right? Because
we decided a group because I've seen it both ways, and it makes it more exclusive. It's like you're invited to this exclusive party to learn about what I do, to learn about what
have an event like that you could invite people to, but then move them, like, once you've actually talked to them, move them over.
Yes. Or you move them into the group.
No one get overwhelmed. This is planning. I don't want anybody to get all overwhelmed like we're just planning. So if you have questions or you want to chime in at any point, please.
And a couple of just thoughts based on things that we've done in the past. If you make a video for this, make sure that it's, are we going to say not YouTube, right?
Yeah, we'll just put it.
Yeah, just upload the live video from your phone. Like that's what we always did for the events in the past. And so you just need to, the timing of it is kind of like hairy because sometimes the video doesn't upload very fast or one video will take forever and then the next video will lightning quick or a video will beat it. I mean, that's just, it's just part of it. So, I mean, I've seen it done both ways. I've seen the top coaches do it and they link to the YouTube videos. I mean,
I just think when we're doing it so fast, YouTube distracts people. Like then another video pops up and then you catch yourself watching like the next video that pops up on YouTube and then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question. How many of y'all have like either your husbands are coaches or you have men that have interests that are coaches or that want to be coaches maybe? Carol?
Just me.
Me too.
Well, I missed the question. I'm sorry.
Well, if you have like if your husband is a coach or if you have men that are just interested in what you're doing, like in fact I was messaging Scott Henderson a little earlier because I have a couple of guys that I would like to invite, but I don't really know. I mean, not necessarily to this, but just into our team. And I'm not really sure how to approach it because, I don't want to put them in an all women's challenge group, but, I mean, would we want to maybe think about getting some guys involved in this to see so that they can see, other people can see that it is not just a group of women, it's a team and their husbands can get involved or their brothers or whatever,
Yeah, and talk about the fact that there's a men's group and all that stuff.
Right. But it's not just exclusive to women and, if you are married, because I've even tried to sell that too to some people that, you can get involved, your husband can get involved, they've got a great men's group, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
I don't mind talking about that. I mean, I can't voluntold Andy to do it on Wednesday night. I might be able to. But.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure Matt and I do this together, it's our business together. So, and I know Marcus is the same way and Andy and,
yeah,
I know Crystal's husband
like half of my challengers are probably men. A lot of them a lot of my people don't join groups. Most of my friends are men. And I also do all the lifting programs. So when guys see me doing Beast and Hammer and Chisel, and I'm on Hammer and Chisel round 2,
right.
They see what I'm doing and they're like, what are you doing? And some of them are like, what's Andy doing? Even though Andy's, kind of just fully getting on board right now, like wise. But
Andy's doing bio.
I don't really have like a guy in my life in particular that I'm saying, he could be voluntold like Carol does to do it. But I do have some guys that comment on my Facebook. And again, I mean, I would like to send them invites, but what am I inviting them to? I can't invite them to like an all women's challenge group.
Well, that's the really nice thing is if you start using that the tracker app, see a lot of I think more than half of my Success Club points this month are men. And I told them, I was like, if you've got the app, like we can do that. And that's kind of where I feel like the app is going to be really successful for me. This is going to be my first challenge group using the app. I have to finish setting that up. Is that then they're not, number one, guys aren't going to be super responsive in the challenge groups anyways, because it's like you're talking to a girl and blah, blah, blah. And they have man hearing anyways.
Yeah, and they don't do sweaty selfies and things like that like we do. We like
Sure they do. Have you seen Instagram? Oh my gosh.
They do, but a lot of people in their transformation, like from my experience, a lot of people in their transformation aren't open to doing that yet.
That's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. I was in the Empire Hammer and Chisel launch group, and there are men all over that thing.
That's true.
Showing pictures.
I've seen that.
So
I think it really depends on your market. Like the reason that there aren't, it's not,
But I mean, when you've got Barbie Kalev and Sagi hosting a friggin' challenge group, I mean, it's really not Sagi, but.
But that's the point, is that's them. That's Beast hosting as our challenge group. That's not me.
Yeah,
and that's not, that's not Tina. That's
right. And
even though like half of my niche market is, I don't mind my niche market being open to men and women.
Right.
See, when I messaged Scott, his response was that they do occasionally run challenge groups, but they don't really have one going on. But they do have a general accountability men's health and fitness group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not like, because I was concerned, what if they don't want to sign up as a coach yet?
Well,
Then
there's one
do,
just for like the team, like anybody on the team who has men, they can be in that accountability group. And then there's a men's coaching group.
Right.
Yeah. And it's all men. Like it is. Marcus will show me some of the stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys. And they'll make funny jokes about the girls on the videos and,
That's funny.
I'm sure there was all sorts of boob jokes about Autumn and agency. Anyway.
So that's something we can talk about, that there's a men's challenge group. There's a men's.
I think that's important. Yeah.
And even for people who have significant others or husbands to mention that.
Right.
Okay. So
it also kind of leads into that, like why it's important to make your spouse a coach, to grow your business kind of thing.
Right. Which we'll lead into once they get on board.
Right.
Because you don't want to scare them away right at first and be like, you need to both become coaches.
Yes, you got to word vomit. You have to do it all.
Yeah.
Well, and you also don't like. You also don't want people who don't have a spouse to be like, oh, I can't do it,
Right.
Because and I think that's important too, to talk about like the single moms, the single working moms, that like we have such a variety of people on our team, and such a variety of people that are capable and able to do this, because each one of us, Christy and I were talking about this, each one of us has our own area of people that we want to help and that we're going to be called to help.
Right.
So
how are we going to make this fun, like a party? Are we going to make it a fun thing?
I think so. Hang on real quick. Can we just go back to the topics real quick? And then we'll
what do we have so far? I was trying to find the script that we used for.
Right now I have timing and schedules, comparison and like the different types of people. Talking about the support, the coaching group, personal development, those kinds of things. You talked about seeing value in the products. And
I talked about the money. I really I need the money. Like I either need to go to work full time or I need to make this business full time. You know what I mean? We need the money. And this is a solution for us because I also want to stay at home. I was staying home to begin with, and we were strapped. My husband worked 3 jobs. You know what I mean?
Perfect. So you can talk about that. Carol, you said that you had something that you wanted to say. What drew you to coaching, or what?
Girl, I was in it for the discount, and I thought you were a rep. Let's do it. I called you and I said, I heard you're a rep for this, and I want you to get the credit when I order it.
And then you were like, oh, this girl's crazy.
She duped me. And I knew I had to see her at least 4 more times in the next year in our friend's wedding, so I was stuck with her. I started out as a discount coach, so I don't mind talking about that. And then I transitioned, and now I'm actually transitioning into working less at my full-time job and working more at this.
Yay. Guys, Carol's been kicking some booty this month. She's on a
back office would stop lagging
to help people.
I need some of that
mojo. You can talk
mojo.
about that part of it then. You can talk about the discount that we get and how.
Yeah, I never mind. I'm cool explaining the financials if Jen doesn't want, or if anybody else doesn't want to. I'm fine with that. So.
Okay. Who else?
Discount coaching. I don't mind talking about the men's. If whatever everybody else is comfortable talking about. But I do have a lot of men challengers.
I'll get a list going just from what you guys talk about, and then we can go in and sign up for if there's something that you see that you want to talk about.
That's good.
But for right now, let's get some stuff down. Don't forget, like, if there's something, not only what drew you to coaching, but what you love about coaching.
Events.
Your favorite parts. Events.
Why? Our why, our story, how we help others with it.
Who else? Who wants to go next?
I got
I feel like I'm back in the classroom. Who's next?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Popcorn.
Okay. I think for me, it was mostly the friendships, because being a stay-at-home mom, it's like you talk to little kids all day. I mean, I have 4 kids, so it's constantly just little kids, husband, cleaning, cooking, and it's just a really good outlet to have that support and all the friendships to go to, because it gets lonely when you're a stay-at-home mom. And it's just really nice to have people to talk to and the support. So for me, it was really the friendships.
My gosh, and your confidence. Wow. It is like, I've seen your confidence grow so much.
Yeah, it has. It really has.
Anyone else? Oh my gosh, are we really getting cut off already?
10 minutes.
Okay. Anybody?
Did I say events already? I said it in my head. Did I say events already? I said it in my head.
Yeah.
Okay. The trips counts under events.
Yeah, good one.
Punta Cana, here I come.
I was also, I needed the health accountability. Like I needed to know, I needed to learn, I needed to know how to take care of myself, what kinds of foods to eat. I needed workouts that I would actually like and stick to, like those kinds of things. That was huge for me. And having that all easily accessible, having somebody I could talk to about those kinds of things was huge for me. Because I had tried it all and my health was bad. And I also think that it's important to talk when we're talking about the different kinds of people that, there's a variety of us that, some people are looking, like there's different things that we're all searching for with the health part of this. Like some of us are looking to lose weight, some of us are looking to tone up, some of us are looking to learn how to eat better or to help our families eat better. Like I think that we should cover those things too, because this is so not, like you all know this if you've been in this for any amount of time, it's just so not about weight loss. Like yes, that is part of some people's story, but it's about more than that. It's
about transformation.
Yeah, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything.
That's the one thing I've had out of coaching that I didn't have before. I don't spend my evenings sitting in front of the television. I would binge watch TV and binge eat, even when I was healthy. And that's why I found Beachbody, because that was where I was. I would binge watch Project Runway and eat crap. Decent, healthy crap, but too much of it. And that's what I needed.
Okay.
So this gave me a purpose other than doing that. And the personal development part of it was the part that that surprised me. Because never in my life in a network marketing company had I been told about personal development. Other than like, come to this meeting 3 hours away so that you can learn how to learn about these oils and,
mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really like, and you can learn about the oils and how to present them. Like that's personal development, that's skill set, but it's not really
that's
telling you.
More professional development.
Right.
You're not growing self.
Right. And I could have used that to help grow that business, which I didn't. Because network marketing just gets a bad rap. It just does. People are just, so for whatever reason.
So let's go back to your question. How do we want to make it fun? I want to be in my pajamas.
Okay.
I think that would be fun. We can all post pictures of ourselves in our pajamas.
I'll be eating dinner and in my pajamas. 6 p.m.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you live in California.
Are your people in California, Carol? That would make a difference. Okay.
She's got a lot of East Coast people.
Okay. I didn't know.
Look at you, Cynthia.
What
I
else
have
do you
people
guys
all
think?
over.
I think to make it fun, as for videos and things, if you're going to make a video and you want to post a video and talk to the people in the group, I think they need to be like 1 or 2 minutes. Like,
Boom.
be excited about what you're talking about.
Smile.
That will make it fun. People seeing your face, people like those that is what another thing that drew me to this was it was personal. Like I felt like people care about me, like they were there, they were excited, they were, so. What else do you guys think? What else would you like to see in there?
Hey, Jessica, you, I don't know if you can unmute it or whatever and talk, but I mean, you're newer to this and still trying to feel your way out in it or through it or whatever. Do you have anything to add? Anything that you might want to see or what you've gotten out of it so far?
There's a chat box too if you can't unmute.
Sure.
She might be doing it from her phone. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Tori, can you unmute her?
Okay, I didn't hear the last
There
part
she
that you
is.
said because my phone started ringing.
I was just asking if there was something that maybe you want to see come out of a coach group. I know that you're newer into this, but is there anything that you'd want to see brought out that maybe pertains to you and what maybe your market would want to see?
Sorry, I don't know. I'm just trying to
call you out.
yeah. I don't know. I've been listening to everything that y'all said, and it sounds like you're covering all the bases that I'd be interested in.
You're a teacher, right, Jessica?
Yes,
What do you teach?
2nd grade.
Okay. What did you teach, Tori?
I taught 4th and 1st in kindergarten.
Oh, cool. So there.
What about you, Christy? Like, what kinds of things, if anything, because I know you're brand new, so you're just learning about all this. Like, what questions and stuff would you want answered in something like this?
I'm trying to soak in everything y'all are talking about. Yeah.
What I thought was really cool when I was talking to you was that you wanted to use this not only as a way, like you thought that it was a good opportunity to help other families and things that are dealing with the stuff that we are, like using it as a platform for that too.
Yeah. Because definitely, I mean, I don't even know how you came up on my news feed about Aiden's heart, and I wasn't even looking at losing weight, but that I wanted to eat healthier, and I'm in all these groups with moms that have trach babies and all types of different things that come across that I think if something, like you said, as far as health and moms that aren't taking care of themselves because their kids are in the hospital or something along those lines, there's hundreds of women out there like that.
I like that. I just like that it's so unique to each one of us. Like who we want to help and who we want to reach is so unique to each one of us. And I think that's because if anybody can talk to busy moms going through a hard time, it's you. Okay. All right, so here's what I'll do. I will get all of this into a doc and I'll share it on our group page, and I'll give it to Jen, and you can share it with your coaches too. It'll
Okay.
all be on one Google Doc, and we can go in there. You can add. Did you just get flowers?
I was like, we're going to prom. Let's go.
Matt's on his way home too, but he doesn't have flowers.
Oh.
They were at the same place. That's why I was saying that. I'll go ahead and put everything in a Google Doc, and if there's something that you see that you would specifically like to talk about, you can sign up for that. We can kind of get a game plan for like timing schedule on that same Google Doc, and if there's anything that you'd like to add, you can throw it on there too, because we'll all be able to edit it.
Okay.
And then if you have questions, just ask in the coach groups, like mine or Jen's.
Do we want to do like one event that we can chat in?
Yeah, good idea. Like just for us.
Yeah, just for us.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a group. It can just be an event, like a private event, and we'll just invite our coaches.
So like a group? Oh, a private event. Duh. Okay.
I have a
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. It could be a group. I don't care.
I think an event's better because those go away.
Yeah.
when we're inviting somebody, where, this might be a dumb question, but where are we inviting them to? Like, are we going to have a link, or like where do I find this?
I'm going to make an event that we can use for our coach group that you can invite people to, but then we'll move them, like that night we'll move them into the group where the actual party will take place.
Okay.